Franciscus Junius, Grammaticae Hebraeae Linguae, Episode 2. Sermocenatrix est, quae sermona docet mentis, exponendae modum, literaria, quae sermonis exponendi, modum litteris subscripto. Sunt enim literae sermonis symbola, ut sermo est index mentis nostrae, quam auribus hominum atque oculis exponemus. Junius continues giving his definitions. He says, sermocenatrix est, that means the spoken portion of grammar is that which, another definition, is that which docet, teaches or explains the manner, modum, or method of mentis exponendi, of expressing or laying out one's thinking. Mens mentis can mean the mind. It can also mean something like one's thought process, one's intention. And that is what I think it means here. He continues and says, literaria, meaning the literary or the written portion of grammar, quae, another definition, through scripto, is that which, and here we have to supply the verb from the previous clause, that which explains or teaches the modum, the manner, the method, sermonis exponendi, of speech being set out or put forward. Both exponendi and exponendi are gerundives, that is, verbal adjectives formed on verbs, thus they're called verbal adjectives. The first one, exponendi, is modifying mentis and therefore is feminine, singular, and genitive. But the second one, exponendi, is modifying sermonis and therefore is masculine, singular, and genitive. If one looks closely, one can see a great degree of parallelism that Junius employs in the setting out of his definitions. So the literary portion is that which teaches or explains the method of expressing one's speech, whether in letters, litteris, or in writing. It's important to note again that this so is not a pure disjunction. It is connecting two things that really are synonyms. And now comes another definition, enim, for literae sermonis sunt. For letters, literae, are the sermonis symbola, the symbols or the indicators, the figures of speech. This is very common for the subject, literae, to come here, and the predicate, which is actually symbola, to be separated from the item, i.e. sermonis, which is really the point of contrast. So written speech, or written thought, I should say, and spoken thought, you see they're juxtaposed, but they're not the same case. Literae is nominative and sermonis is genitive, and the predicate of literae is symbola. So Latin and its syntax allows us to put these two together, even though it would be unnatural to do so in English. Again, for letters are the sermonis symbola, the representation or the symbols of speech. In the same way as, here's an ut, just as, or for example, speech, sermo, is an index mentis nostrae, is an indicator or a guide of our thought, a guide to our thought, we would say in English. Our thought, mentis nostrae, quam, which. The antecedent of quam is mentis because mentis is feminine, whereas index is masculine and therefore cannot be the antecedent of quam. Our mind or our thought which we set out, exponemus, notice exponendi, exponendi, which we set out before the ears and the eyes, aqua oculis, of other people. Franciscus Junius, 1545 to 1602.